Hey, family. It's Kim Love Jones here, certified relationship coach. I was like, let me jump on, let me jump on, let me jump on. I decided again, I'm going to go live. I am going live right now. And just so y'all know, my name is Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified relationship coach. And I literally help men and women heal so that they can get to the love that they deserve and desire. I'm excited to be here today. And today, again, we are talking about attracting aligned love. I started talking about it yesterday, and it was so amazing up in here that I didn't even get finished. So I am back at it again today. We want to talk about our healing and how our healing affects who is aligned to us. What is it that we do? What is it that we want? How do we want to live our lives? What is it that we want to do? So that's where I am. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I was just sharing out the live. Hello, 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 everybody. I see y'all coming in the room. Yes, so I know people are extremely tired, if I could be honest. They are tired of going through the same things over and over again. One of the things that I don't think people understand and realize is that in order to attract aligned love, there are certain things that you absolutely, hey, Eleanor, I see you, baby. I see you. There are certain things that you absolutely have to do in order for your life to change, in order for you to attract to yourself somebody that you feel is worthy of your time and your attention. So yeah, I want to talk about that. I'm going to take this out of my ear. I know y'all can still hear me. I got to make sure that I do not have on, that I turn on my do not disturb, because I promise somebody going to call me and say, hey, what's up? And I'm not going to be able to talk to them. But yes, welcome, welcome, welcome in. My name is Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified relationship coach. And I help men and women heal so that they can get to the love that they deserve and desire. I've been a relationship coach for 15 years. I am not new to this. I am true to this. I've been helping. Hey, he said, hey, Nat, thank you so much for the daily heart me, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I am following you right back, my love. Yes, I did. I just did it. Yes, I did. I want to talk about this because I just believe, he said, I see you, baby. How are you? I just believe that once we get our hearts and our head in alignment, we are able, you saying thank you, Eleanor? For what, baby? For what? I don't know what I did. I might have said something. Just passing through. You doing great, he said. I'm glad you're here. I said I started going live, so I want to talk more about this aligned love. Thank you, he said. I appreciate you. Good morning, sunny side up. I see you, baby. I see you. It's the afternoon here. You must be in Cali on the West Coast or something. Yeah, but I wanted to talk more about this aligned love business. Where I left off at yesterday was upgrading your self-concept, the way that you see yourself, the way that you view yourself. Yes, Los Angeles. Okay. All right. I see you. I see you. Hello, Jiu-Jitsu. I see you. How are you? I love that name, Jiu-Jitsu. That's cute. I like that. But I wanted to talk about this because yesterday I just simply went over these 2 points, and it was so fire. The live was so fire. I didn't even get to the third, fourth point, right? I didn't even get to part 2. So I wanted to just take a minute, Oh, you said you're heartbroken, but good. What's going on, Jiu-Jitsu? Talk to me. What's going on? Thank you, he said, for sharing out the live. Hey, Tater Talk. Tater Talk. How are you? So here's the thing. You could tell me what's going on with you, Jiu-Jitsu, while I finish talking about this. The 2 things I talked about yesterday afternoon when I went live was getting crystal clear on your values. And then I talked about releasing old wounds and patterns. And I want to talk about, I'm just going to revisit that for 2 seconds because I think that that is so very important if you're going to get to a healthy, happy relationship. It matters what other people do in the context of how you dealt with what it is that they did. It matters. There's a lesson in it for us. When people hurt us, when they break our hearts, when we become frustrated, aggravated, triggered, there are some things that being in a relationship that did not honor you, you need to wrap your head around so that you don't allow it to happen to you again. Sometimes when we have these poor relationships and we're in these relationships with these people who do not have the capacity to love us, there was some blaring and glaring red flags. Lost the fiance and then she had a new guy almost immediately. It broke me. We had a little family and oh really? I'm sorry, sweetheart, that you experienced that. I'm sorry that you experienced that. I can't even wrap my head around that. Jiu-jitsu, if it was me, I wouldn't be able to wrap my head around it either. It would take me a minute. Hey sis, I see you, Tanya, coming up in here. I see you, sis. I'm 38, she was 26, okay. And she may not have been mature enough for you, but regardless, I don't think I would be able to wrap my head around your fiance just walking away from you and being with somebody else immediately. What was going on? What were the glaring red flags that you sit with right now today? Something that you can think about that you overlooked. I taught my class last night. I teach it once every 2 weeks, bi-weekly or twice a month, right? The idea is that we can't see ourselves. Sometimes we're so busy making money, making plans, being distracted, not being still, not paying attention to all of the things that are going on around us. We can't always see ourselves. We don't take the time to examine when something feels off or something feels wrong. Like, when you have like a fleeting thought because something that didn't sit well with you that they said or they did. Sometimes we're so busy trying to make things happen and make other people happy and pouring into somebody else that we lose sight or we lose our way in terms of paying attention to what's actually going on in our own lives. Hi, Mandy, I see you. Right? And a lot of times we overlook behaviors that don't align with who we are and what we say that we want. Yeah, and that was the problem, Jiu-Jitsu. That was the problem. You was driving the whole relationship. You can't drive the whole relationship. Nobody should. It needs to be matched energy. She went to the bars without me. I wanted to go back to that comment. She always hit her phone. She didn't respect my leadership that you ignore. Yes, I definitely did ignore those. Yes, that I wanted to go back to that because I wanted to go back to that. My sister was just calling me. Oh my goodness. I told you somebody was going to call me if I ain't put on that do not disturb. I wanted to go back to that because what were you doing? What were you thinking? How were you dealing with what you were actually witnessing in real time? And why did you not pay attention to that? Why didn't those things arrest your attention? Like when you saw her turn her phone down, why didn't that arrest your attention? Why didn't you pay attention to that? So what is it in you that saw the signs? And I'm not trying to break your heart, make you feel bad. This is not about shame or blame. This is about acknowledges. Yes, Sunnyside, come on and be a part of my. Ooh, it was crazy last night. It was good. It was funny. It was crazy, but we got some work done. And I was giving out some assignments. Yes, I was. Because what I want to do is I want to help people to get better. And you can't get better if we keep lying to ourselves. We can't get better if we won't be honest. We can't get better if we won't own our stuff. Okay, all you have to do is go to the link in my bio. That's all you have to do is go to my page right here. Click the link in my bio. We're meeting again on the 26th of October. I believe it's the 26th. The 27th. That's the Monday at 7 p.m. The 27th. All you have to do is go there. But the idea behind this, hey, Q, I see you, baby. How are you? You said, I'm doing it now. I'm joining your class right now. I know that's right, honey. Thank you, Q, for the daily heart me. I appreciate you. I really do. Hey, Vincent. I see you. How are you? Look. Hey, Black Mama. Thank you for the follow, my love. I appreciate you. I really do. It is vitally important. Can I keep it real? Thank you for the popular votes, Q, that we pay attention to everything that's going on in the relationship. Don't sleep on anything. Hey, Black Girl Buffering, I see you, baby, because something is coming soon. Girl, I love that name. I love that name because you know that there's something coming soon when it starts buffering. I know that's right, sugar. Say so. So what you tend to realize, right? In hindsight, it's always 2020. But what I want everybody to do is to pay attention in real time. Because we'll get distracted by, oh, we're getting ready to go out on this amazing date. Or, oh, I'm planning this, or I'm planning that. Oh, I can't wait until we begin to do this, that, and the other. But the reality is, while you're making all of these plans, you're distracted from behaviors that would indicate to you that's a no-go. And then if you're triggered, and you don't sit with the trigger and say, why am I triggered? Why did that just upset me? What's at the root of that? The reason why that is important is because you can't get so caught up in all of the goings-ons of a relationship and not recognize why something is triggering you. It does you a disservice over the long haul when you ignore your own needs, wants, and desires. And if there is something that kind of sets off a little, tremor, a little minor alarm in you, it is up to us to pay attention to what that is. And that's the truth. Thank you for the popular vote, Black Girl. I see you. I see you, my love. Right? Because this is important stuff. And I know that a lot of people, we get so excited when someone loves us. We get so excited when someone cares about us. We just want to make it happen. Men are looking for their wives, not to the rate of women looking for their husbands, or wanting their husbands, I should say, desiring their husbands. But the reality of the situation is we get so excited about the possibilities that we miss all of the little stuff that leads up to where it is that we want to go. Don't do that to yourself again, my love. Just want reciprocity. Listen, jujitsu, wait a minute. Let me, I don't know why it's filtering your comments, my love. It is filtering them. I keep having to unfilter them. Hey, hi there, love. Wait a minute. It's love Universified. Okay, thank you, Natty Nat. I see you, baby. I see you. Y'all coming up in here. I love y'all. Y'all so dope. Y'all are amazing. But the reason why this is so important, y'all, and I really mean this, is because you can't sleep on your relationships. Your relationships are there. When you feel triggered, when you feel joy, it seems easier. When you're making plans, you can sometimes get distracted. The things that trigger you, thank you for the heart meat, thank you for the October pumpkin, thank you, Dewana. I see you, boo. Dewana, I'm gonna call you as soon as I get off this live. I hope you're not busy, because I'm gonna call you as soon as I get off here. I'm gonna have to schedule out my phone conversations now. It's getting so hectic. So the idea behind this is that the triggers are warnings to your central nervous system. They are warnings to your central nervous system. I need for you to understand. Thank you, Natty Nat. Oh, you talking to Tanya. Okay. I'm sorry, my bad. I'm missing it. I'm thinking you're talking to me. If you don't pay attention. Thank you, Dewana, for sharing out the live. Thank you, Natty Nat, for the popular votes, my love. If you don't pay attention to the alarm that goes off in your body, you're saying you're beginning to abandon yourself. That's what you're doing. And if you abandon yourself, is it possible that somebody else is going to love you past your own abandonment? It's possible. There's a saying, you can love the hell out of somebody. I don't practice that, but I try with my family, But outside of that, I don't know that I've ever tried to love the hell out of somebody. But there is a saying, right? But most people don't do that. People love you to the degree that you love yourself. And if you're not loving yourself, more likely than not, other people are going to say, okay, well, if they abandon themselves, and this may not even make sense, they may not even process it in this way. They may not, right? Can you accept love if you hate yourself? Most people can't. I don't think that, I don't even know if that's possible. That's like something I don't think I've ever thought of, right? But the reason why all of this is so important is because we don't think about the fact that while it may not be in a person's conscious mind, people are not going to love you past the amount of love that you give to yourself. Do you remember back in the day? I don't know if anybody has ever experienced this, but I was thinking about this about a week or two ago. You know how back in the day you used to see women who were really, really mean to their husbands? I mean, I'm not talking about they was henpecked. They weren't henpecked men. They were just real, but the women were just really mean, and they were tough on their husbands. They wasn't playing. They was like, listen, da, da, da. I remember witnessing, I had an aunt, my auntie, God bless her soul. She used to be so mean, and I thought my uncle was so sweet and nice and everything, but she did not play with him, right? And she cooked his meals, and she did everything, but she was mean and arousing that child. My auntie was mean. My mother's older sister, I'm mean. She was mean and arousing. I was like, oof, and I'm me as a little kid. I don't know nothing, but, and I realized something the other day. We don't have to be mean. We just have to be firm. We just have to stand in our truth. We don't have to be angry. We don't have to yell. We don't have to scream. We don't have to carry on and carry over. But what we do need to do is stand in our truth and stand on our non-negotiables, on our values, on our standards, and not be moved from that. That doesn't mean that you have to yell, scream, yeah, black girl buffer. I'm gonna approve you. I don't know why they is doing this. This is like ridiculous. Yeah. So hey, Sean Black, I see you. How are you? Welcome in. Y'all welcome Sean into the room. Right? Standing in truth. Your boundaries, the desires of your heart. I'm not saying that you have to be like about it. Just like, no. That's unacceptable. And it's a no. It's a no with no explanation. It's a no with this is my boundary. Don't cross it. It's a no because that doesn't align with what I want to do for my life. It's a no because we deserve more. It's a no to everything that is not in alignment with us. It's a no. And you don't even have to be mean when you say that. You're like, mm-mm. You don't even have to say a full no. You can go, mm-mm. You can give a look. You know that look that your mama used to give you when you was a kid to tell you to behave and stop it? When she ain't even have to say nothing to you, but she gave you that look like, if you don't go somewhere and go sit down and take a few seats, right? Understand the power that you yield. And this is for both men and women. I had to rewire my brain, absolutely. Rewire the way that you view yourself, because most of the reason why we get into these relationships that are not in alignment with us is because of how we see ourselves, not because of the other person. I'm not saying the other person is amazing. I'm not even saying they were in your league or should have even been in a relationship with you. I'm not saying that they should or they shouldn't have. All I'm saying is the only reason why that person, good, bad, whatever, was in your life was because they at some level were in alignment with you. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about in your past what you have allowed and why. Ask yourself why. And then when you come up with the first answer to the first why, dig a little deeper. But why did I do that? And then do this. And then one more time again, right? And then dig a little deeper. And then why did I do that? And if you got to, do it a fourth time. But keep drilling down, because at the root of your behavior, at the root of the bad behavior is something that you have not even been paying attention to, that has been kind of ruling the way that you do business unconsciously, and then sometimes even consciously. Rewiring the way you react. It's amazing what happens when you stop struggling. It absolutely is. It's also amazing, right? When you sit with yourself, and I believe that this is what you're talking about, beautiful queen, that when you stop trying to resist the process of your healing, oh my God, like the heavens open up. When you begin to just get into alignment with being your authentic, beautiful self, whoever and however you render, it's like the God in you is coming out to shine. You know what I mean? Like, it's a beautiful thing when you begin to understand the things that make you tick, the things that make you feel good, and even the things that make you feel bad, so you don't repeat bad behavior, so that you stay in alignment with your truth. What is your truth? And how you know that you're out of alignment with your truth is when what you're doing and saying and how you're living doesn't make you feel good, when you've poured all of yourself into someone else, right? And the all of yourself that you poured into someone else, you left nothing in the cup for you. You're out of alignment. How does it work that you are supposed to take care and walk in your purpose and walk in your gifting if all you did was pour all of yourself out into somebody else and you're empty? It doesn't work. That's being out of balance. Right? And I could see like your mom, your dad, you're giving, 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 giving. They're elderly. You have to take care of them. You don't believe in nursing homes. So all the whole family is in the trenches. You might have the majority of the responsibility. That's a little bit different. But even then, you need a break. Even then, you need to pause. Even then, you need to pull back and think about what it is that you need. Even if that's getting up 20 minutes earlier than you wake them up so that you can have time to pray and just sit with yourself, right? You're living that right now. I overstand. I took care of my mom too before she passed. I overstand. And let me tell you something. What a privilege and an honor it was to serve that woman. And she was fiery. Ooh, child, my mama was fiery. She would give you the business. But I love that woman so much. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry if I keep talking about it. I ain't doing it. Y'all play too much. Don't get me started. It's too much. But she was fire. You could tell she was fiery because I'm a chip off the old block. People don't be wanting it. You come in my classes, oh my God, because I'm funny, but I'm serious. Because we gonna learn today in my Kevin Hart voice. Sister girl over here is not playing. I want to see you win. And the only way you can win is when you start putting you first, and not from a place of selfishness, but from a place of love. Because we coming out of the survival mode thing, because that's for the birds. We don't want that anymore. What we want now is we want matching energy. We want peace. So we're creating it. We want to sit in our power. So we're leaning into that. We're leaning into becoming, right? And this is for men and for women, because you've been playing, because you've been performing for people, like you part of Ringling Brothers, like you in a circus, and performing for people and not walking in your authenticity. Authenticity does not serve you. It don't serve you. Sitting in your power. Absolutely, Black girl. I see you. I see you. I like to say your name, Black girl. That's powerful. It's powerful. I promise you it is. I promise you. As I'm sitting in my power and I say the name, I'm telling you. It's power. Own that. Own that. I know you already have Sugar as your whole name, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So when you sit in your truth, you feel empowered. The moment you start doing things that honor you, and this is for men and women, the minute you start doing things that honor you, you begin to feel better. Like, get into the habit of just saying no. Like practice. As soon as somebody says, I'm just going to no, and then think about it if you really want to do. But automatically just say no. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we're so used to saying yes when we really want to say no. We're so accustomed to giving all of ourselves to others without considering ourselves. It's a knee-jerk reaction. And this is for men and women. I don't want y'all to get it twisted, because let me tell you how the brothers are always performing for the sisters and feel like if they stop performing, they don't have any worth and value. And that's a lie from the pit of hell. I need y'all to hear me. Men be leading with their wallets. I gotta act like I could take care of her, and act like that's the only thing that is of value when it comes down to who you are. Sir, you are a king. You don't have to perform. When you perform, I promise you, it's like you in Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. You don't have to do that. Stop leading with your wallet trying to impress people. People who don't really, really, truly love you the way that you deserve to be loved. And you know that you're in alignment because it is a connection and it's chemistry. And it's not those butterflies from a place of familiar, but it's the butterflies of, I feel safe here. She feels like home. He feels like home. So many people keep trying to place their value in the clothing that they wear, the way they do their hair, the way that they, got money and houses and cars that they drive. None of that don't mean, listen, none of it means anything if there's nothing authentically tied to it. Like, for real, like, what does it matter at the end of the day? Those are all material things. What's more important is, who are you? This is for men and women. How do you show up in relationships? Do you care about the people that you serve? Or are you serving to impress? Are you serving from the space and the place of love? Do you care legitimately and genuinely with integrity and intention? Because that be the problem. That be's the problem. Pieces of richness. Thank you for the follow, my love. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sunshine Rose, for the follow. Hey, Bashan, I see you, baby. How you doing, my love? Welcome, welcome. Can y'all welcome Pieces of Richness and also Sunshine Rose? Can y'all welcome them into the room? Because that's what we do up in here. Thank you, Elizabeth. Can y'all welcome Elizabeth into the room? Can we show them some love? Can we say hello? Hey, baby, and welcome. And we glad that you're here. Yes. Anybody that's new, can you type new so that we can welcome you in properly? Because that is what we're doing around here. We loving on people. Yes. Okay, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is new. Wait. H. Tyrone is new. Hello, hello. BBQ Queen, she followed. Thank you, baby. Sunshine Rose is new. Hey Nay is new. Let's go, let's go. Welcome. Y'all are so amazing. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, baby. Look, Natty Nat is not new. But Natty Nat is here welcoming everybody in. Y'all are so dope. I love y'all, and I love the way that y'all treat one another, because it's all about love around here. Tanya, I see you, baby, and welcome. Tanya is new. Hey, Coach TJ, I see you coming up in the building. Hey, H. Tyrone, we see you, baby. Thank you for the follow. What's happening? We here. We in the building, Coach TJ. That's what we doing. We ain't here talking about it. I need this group. Thank you. And we need you too, baby. You're important. Cha-Cha is here, but Cha-Cha said, what's going on, Queen? We here in the building. That's what we talking about. Thank you, Lily. This is my frock. It was a case of emergency break last. My hairstylist was in the south of France. She had some nerve, and I was having a hair emergency. So I had to do what I had to do. Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna butcher your name, baby. You said you need advice about your man. Let it rip. A little positivity goes a long way. Yeah, and I don't front. I'm gonna tell it like it is. I got on my little frock, my little hat, and I love it. It's cute for in case of emergency. It's cute, period. But I'm just saying. And I don't know when I'm going to her. I gotta wait a little while. Because I even think she's in Barbados right now, because she came back and then she went to Barbados. Yeah, so she played too much. She know I need her to do my hair. But the point I was trying to get to is that a lot of times, we get caught up in the wrong things. And we think if I just do some more, if I just give some more, then maybe they'll love me. Thank you, Miss Jessie, for the October gift. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. We think if I just, maybe then they'll love us. Maybe then they'll see us. Maybe then I will matter. Maybe then. Thank you, Miss Jessie said I need them glasses. Thank you, baby. Miss Jet, sometimes. Okay, so let's look at this. I've been over backwards for him, and I know God sent me to my man, but he is really struggling. Okay, that's so vague. A bending over backwards would suggest to me in a real way that you're doing more than you think you should do. I don't know what the rest of that means. Even when you say, and I know God sent me to my man, what does that mean? Did you marry him? Are you single? Are you boyfriend and girlfriend? How long have you been boyfriend and girlfriend? What's really going on? What's the hold up? What's the hang up? What's going on? It's more to, I need more than that. I need more than that, my love. Hey, Chucks, thank you for the follow. Right, it's too much. I'm a hairstylist in Maryland. Whenever you need me, yeah, I'm gonna have to drive to Maryland. But I got a friend that live in DC and another friend in Bmore. So yeah, I do everything for him, and all these girls keep flirting with them, and his family and friends don't. We have been dating for 10 years. Okay, so let me just say this: it don't take a man that long to make you his, and that's just generally speaking. I'm just gonna put a pin right there. It don't take a man that long. It takes a man 3 to 6 months. Usually 2 to 3 weeks, he'll know that you are supposed to be his wife and make a commitment to you. I don't know where we got this, waiting 17 years for somebody to make a decision about us and they just dating us. Yeah, because I'm telling you, it takes them 2 to 3 weeks. And even when they know, they might have some angst about it, but primarily because maybe they was married before, they've been through some things. There may be a little bit of angst about it, but a man is not going to date you for 10 years unless you're married or he's still married, and there's no way that you can get that, and he's just flying around doing, whatever. And women, can I be honest? Women are always going to be flirting with men when men are being taken care of, when they see men loved and all of this other stuff. Thank you, Chucks, for the finger hearts. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Thank you for the autumn love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the follow. I am Martin. I see you, baby. Right? So it depends on what you want, my love. Amethyst, thank you, baby. Thank you for the follow. Can y'all welcome in I Am Martin and Amethyst? Welcome them in. Y'all know how we give it up in here. We be loving up on people. We welcoming you in. Welcome into the room. Yes. So, like, what do you want? Because I hear what you're saying. But what is it that you want? You said, my man. But if you're just dating him, dating is an information gathering situation. Dating is not what you do long term. Courting is when you say, I'm making a commitment, we need to set a date, we need to do. There are stages to this, and dating implies you're still gathering information about each other, and you've been gathering this information for 10 years. I'm stuck. I'm just saying. I mean, it's okay, because different strokes for different folks, but I'm just saying. When you say my man, thank you, Chuck, for the pumpkin. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. When you say my man, but you're just dating for 10 years, there's a disconnect. Can we keep it real? I'll keep it real in this room. Thank you so much, Maria, for the follow, baby. I see you. I see you. Am I, you said yes. Chuck said yes, please. Please do. Keep it real. No, I'm curious because there's a disconnect. And no shade, no shame, no none of that. What do you want? That's the most important question. What do you want? What do you want? That's the question. Because women gonna flirt, men gonna flirt, people gonna be peopling. But mostly people be people in the way that they people because they ain't made a commitment to nobody for real. And everything I desire desires me. That's the affirmation for the day, by the way. I just want y'all to stick a pin in that. Everything I desire desires me. We all need to have a standard, period. And so a standard, right? Yes. A standard, yes. But a standard around what? A standard around what? Because unless you know what are you putting a standard around? Everything I desire desires me. Thank you, Tanya Driscoll, for the follow. I see you, baby. Not that true. No real commitment. Now that's true. Right. Like what commitment do we have? I want y'all to write that in the chat. Everything I desire desires me. Write it in the chat. And the only reason why I'm telling you is because I want you to write the vision and I want you to make it plain. Hey, birthday girl, I see you praying coming up in here, my love. My little sis, I see you. Hey, birthday girl, it's your birthday. It's your birthday, girl. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, girl. Happy birthday, praying. Everything I desire desires me. And you are so amazing. So why wouldn't everything that you desire you? The only question is, what do you desire? Thank you, Dewana, for the October gift. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Beautiful job elevated. A beautiful job elevated new community. Yes. Thank you, Maria. Thank you for the October gift. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all. Hi, Ryan. Thank you for the follow. Everything that I have desired has desired me. I know that's right, sugar. But that's the question. That's what I'm talking about. What have you been desiring? What do you really want? What do you really want? Seriously. I want you to really think about that. You don't have to put it in the chat. I want you to think about it. And if you can project out 2 to 3 years, what does your life look like? What does your relationship look like? You know, the one that you desire. What does your job look like if you're working? What does your business look like if you're building a business and a brand? What does it look like? Because we're projecting. You know what I really call it? I call it quantum leaping. But that's a whole nother thing. I teach that in my class. We're quantum leaping into our future. What do you see? I know that's right. We got to wish Pring a happy birthday, everybody. Joanna said, let me stop playing and just go enjoy the class. Donna, you are too funny, baby. You are too funny. So let me just stop playing. So happy birthday, Pring. Yes, y'all wish. Girl, I know you are. I know you are, my love. I know you are. Because, and I know, like, I know. What do you want? What do you want? Because there's a piece of you that has been crying inside. Crying out. Because there's something that, hey, nurse, I see you, baby. Because you know you're tired. You're tired. And it's not just about having somebody to take the garbage out or do things for you around the house. It's not that. It's the connection. It's the closeness. It's the watching the movie. It's human touch. It's connection. It's chemistry. And I know because I've been ready. But there's another side to this thing. I'll tell you about that in a few minutes. But I know. Yes, Jesse, Coach Jesse. Yes. It's a part of us, all of us, men and women, who are struggling because we don't have human connection. And on the outside, we look amazing, but our spirits are crying out. And we have to be honest. Not just with everybody else, but within ourselves. That's what we desire. That's what we want. That's what we need. So, what is the holdup? What's the problem? What's stopping the flow of energy from flowing where it needs to flow? What's keeping you stagnant? How do we attract, align love? The second way is to release the old wounds and the patterns that keep us stuck. Because you know how we keep repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting something different to happen. It doesn't work that way. I was talking last night, and I talk about this frequently on my lives, is that the mindset has got to change. You have to replace every negative thought with a positive one. You have to create new neural pathways so that your brain fires differently when things come up, that it doesn't trigger you. And so in order for you to get to where it is that you want to be, there's got to be a shift in your conscious mind to the degree that everything in your body, the very cells in your body, begin to acquiesce to what it is that you say. Acknowledge and address. Absolutely. I mean, we think it's not possible. A lot of us, we get so down, or we vacillate back and forth between what we desire and whether or not we can have it, and whether or not we believe that we're worthy of it, and whether or not we believe that it's even possible, because we're always hearing about these relationships that are no good, that it did not work, that were off the rails, that, like, oh my God, because you're hearing all these loud voices, you're hearing the negative loud voices, and you keep hearing the same thing reiterated over and over and over again. So just as you're trying to make a mindset shift to be able to begin to receive and acknowledge that, yes, I can have ... Just as you're crossing over into that, here comes somebody, or you see some story on Reel, or you believe that somebody is trying to get over on you, or all people are wrong and dirty and they mean and they rotten and they all of these things. Like here it comes. The enemy is trying to come in to rob the house because it knows where you're trying to go, and you kind of let it come in, just even if it stick its big toe in, because you start believing the nonsense that you hear out there, all of that noise, and you gotta turn the channel to a different frequency, because the way my algorithm is set up is not like the world's algorithm is set up. You gotta shift something, you gotta course correct, you gotta rewire the way that you think. You have to be conscious and intentional about what it is that you say that you really want. And so then when you sit with yourself, as you sit and you begin to work through these things, you begin to release the old things, because you're replacing it with new thought patterns. What do you want? What do you want? And you got to make up your mind, because that's equivalent to you praying and doing this. That's equivalent to you praying and doing this. Yeah, hey, God, listen, I really need somebody wonderful and amazing and kind and loving in my life. I promise y'all, this is how it plays out. This is how the prayer goes. Yeah, and God, listen, and could you give them a good mindset, God? And I want somebody I can laugh and I can joke with, God. And I want my best friend, God. And I want somebody who's kind and loving towards me and understands that I don't want to pick up after him every 5 minutes and blah, 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 blah. And God, can he be a man that cook? This is what women be doing. Y'all play too much. Okay, but then you don't call up God on the prayer line. You got God on the jack. You done told God everything that you want, and then you said amen, because heaven and earth is in agreement when you say amen, right? Amen. And wait, no, I'm sorry. In Jesus' name, amen, right? Because we got to do it right. You got to make sure you do it right. And then you get off the jack, you hang up the phone, you walk into the kitchen to go get you some water, because you done tuckered yourself out praying, right? Right, you done tuckered yourself out. You tired. You go in the kitchen, get some water, because you need to be refreshed and replenished. And then you get on your way back from being in the kitchen, get with the water in your hand. You like, that ain't gonna happen. You like, what? Somewhere inside of you, God ain't studying me or mine. I don't know if this is gonna work. You just canceled out everything you said. I'm not making it up. You did. Hey, Patty Cakes, I see you, my love. How are you? Because you don't even believe. And the Bible says it is impossible to please God without faith. Hi, Patty Cakes. I see you, my love. I see you. Right? Lord, my jack is just ringing. It's just ringing. So you get up, you done did all of that, you done wore yourself, spent yourself into all of this uproar, and you praying, laying out before God, and then you get right up off the floor, and you don't even believe that it's possible for you to have everything that you prayed for. When I tell you Your unbelief stops your flow and your connection from the very thing that you desire for your life. Can we be honest? Could we be honest about what we believe? Because if there's going to be a shift in your life, then you've got to be honest about where you are. Can we tell the truth? Hey, Zen Stories, I see you, baby. How are you? Can we tell the truth? And I'm not saying that we're intentionally, doing this, because we're not. You just won't do the work. Be still enough to let anything resonate with you because the silence is so loud. When you're on a healing journey, the silence gets loud. And you don't always feel good about what you unearth about yourself. And it's hard, messy business. It's just hard. And it hurts. And the more you think about all of the times that you abandoned yourself for the sake of somebody who wasn't even worth your time. Thank you, Cha-Cha. That's why I need y'all to win. I need y'all to find whatever it is that you need in order to get up from where you are right now. Because we want to attract aligned love. But attracting aligned love means that you got to release the old wounds and you got to change some behaviors. You got to do some patterns. Hey, baby, I see you. I love you, sis. That means you have to break some patterns. That means you cannot stay the same way. That means that there's going to have to be a shift in your consciousness. That means that you can't play small anymore and act like you don't know when you know the truth. Cha-Cha, thank you for the follow, baby. Thank you. Thank you for following me. That means that you're going to have to be honest. That's all. Because it doesn't matter who you dated. It doesn't matter what relationship you were in. It doesn't matter. It don't. What matters is who you are becoming in spite of all of that, because you're finally waking up to you. You're waking up to the things that you allowed in your own behavior. Because that's what's important. Okay, they was wrong. Okay, they did you dirty. Okay, we gonna cry a little bit. We gonna cry a little bit because we did. We let some jerks into our lives. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. But baby, they ain't get in there because they broke in. And that right there is where we need to really wrap our heads around. They didn't break in. They ain't kick your door in to come in. You tracked with them. For some reason, there was something in them that was familiar to you, and you aligned with them, and you thought, oh, okay, I might as well. Absolutely not. I'm going to tell you, for men and women, can I be honest? We need to start learning to love who treats us extraordinary. Okay, I got a puzzle, y'all. Hold on a second. Okay. Hey, Silverback, I see you. How you doing? Oh, yeah, I'm live in the daytime, right? Okay. How are you? I see you. Anyway, start liking and loving who treats you well. I don't care what people talking about. I don't care how much money they got or not. Start liking who treats you well. Start liking the picture. There you go, Vincent. There you go, Vincent. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the daily heart me. Thank you for the rose. Thank you, y'all. I feel so unaligned and I have intense shoulder pain. Oh, you have to go to a doctor for that. I'm sorry that your shoulder's hurting you, though. I hope you feel better. Thank you, lovely. I see you, baby. I see you. I'm on lunch. You just checking in on your future wife. That's what you're doing, Vincent. Vincent play too much. This is stop. Anyway, anywho, I ain't messing with Vincent. Who treats you well? What does treating you well even look like? What does it look like? Nat said that was directly for me. You know what? Vincent, you a mess. You a whole mess. You better behave yourself. Because we be trying to fall in love. No, we'll love you later. Treat me good. Everything I desire desires me. Treat me well. Not just well, exceptionally well. Consider me. This is for men and women. Men are supposed to love their wives. Let them love you, says. That comment was just for my sisters. Let him love you. Before we start getting in the kitchen, making breakfast, and thank you, Dewana. Thank you, baby. Thank you for the October gift. I appreciate you. Before we start going in the kitchen, in our nightie, cooking breakfast, sis, let him love you. I ain't talking about material things. I'm talking about with the space that he makes for you and how he incorporates you into his everyday. I'm talking about in the way that he's gentle with you. I'm saying in the ways that he shows up for you. I'm talking about the times that he calls you during the day. I'm talking about when you're sick, is he bringing you soup? I'm saying let him love you before we start getting and doing all those other things. We be trying to be a straight wife that ain't to somebody who's never shown us that they've had the capacity to be good husbands. Love who loves you. I'm in the kitchen now making dinner for my fiance. That's why I'm all over the place on your live right now. No, baby, you good. Thank you for the perfume, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Let me set my... Okay. Oh, I did it wrong. Wait a minute. Y'all drop some hearts in the chat while I'm doing the new... While I'm setting up. I want them pumpkins. I like them pumpkins. I'm gonna do... I like a them pumpkins. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Patty Cake's got it. Patty Cake's like, let me drop them stickers. Look, Patty Cake. I see you. I see you. Look, the reason why this is so because somebody, hi Michael. Yes, ma'am, pro emotion. I know that's right. You know I know, because we be all up in Robert's room. You get it. You be getting it. But the reason why this is so important, y'all, is because it is. Because we be giving away the whole entire farm because somebody said that we was beautiful. And they hung out with us for a couple of weeks. They talked to us on the phone. There's so much more that you have to see in the character of a man. And this is not me being that down. Y'all know I be repping for my brothers all the time. Y'all already know that. But I'm saying what I'm saying because we will be in the kitchen cooking breakfast in a thong for a brother who don't even know our last name or our middle name. Because he told us we was beautiful and he hung out with us for a couple of weeks. No, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to minimize anybody and the stuff that we've done. Because most of us have probably done some foolishness akin to that. And we didn't know at the time when we was doing it that it was foolishness. We didn't know that he needed to be showing up in other ways. So we've fallen short. It's not their fault. It's ours because we didn't have a standard. Because we didn't know. Because we didn't know we needed one. We thought if he liked us and he thought a lot about us, okay. But he quickly found out that we didn't have one, and then all bets was off. He could do whatever he want to do. He could tell you whatever he want to tell you. And because you really liked him, you was like, okay, well, I'm not going to be available for the next 3 days. I'm going away with my own boys. We going here. He ain't never even took you to the corner store, but he going to go to some island with his homeboys, the DR or something. Like, come on. Like, can I be, I'm just being honest. She said, yes, my last relationship got 20 years from me. Then she cheated. Okay. But you see how that when we don't pay attention to what people are doing, we get caught up and we end up. You said not the homeboys. Look. Okay, I got you. When we don't pay attention and we get lost in this stuff, and the reality of the situation is we don't want to lose ourselves ever again. Nobody has another 20 years to waste. Nobody has it. You got it? Because I ain't got it. I ain't got another 6 months. I ain't got 6 months to wait. My 2, 3, 10. Yeah, I don't have. Like, no. The way my life is set up, that wouldn't work for me. So the question is, are you willing to release the old patterns and get rid of and throw away the old wounds? Just like get rid of them. Are you ready to change your life? Thank you, Wynette. Hi, baby. I see you, sissy. Are you ready to upgrade your self-concept? You know that attraction flows from your identity? Let me tell you, if you believe you are unworthy, you will settle. Attraction, who you attract and who you are attracted to, flows from the way that you see yourself. For some of y'all, that's going to feel like shots fired, but I'm not. Right, moved from Jersey to Maryland and met my now fiance. That's awesome, Cha-Cha. I love that for you. I love that for you. Imani says, what do you think about liking people's photos? Is it worth the convo or leave them liking other people's photos? Them liking other people's photos? No good ones. No good. No, I don't know what you praying. What you talking about? I don't understand. Okay, other women's photo, bikini photo. Men gonna look because they men. That ain't even nothing to be alarmed about. I mean, but that's all up to you because I don't get to tell you, how to feel about that. If it bothers you, say something. But it doesn't have to be leave. You don't have to leave behind something like that. But then again, there I go. You get to do whatever you want to do, but is it a deal breaker? Depends on how you feel about it. Is he disrespectful with it? It depends. Well, it can't leave that open. It depends. No good men in DMV. Really? Wow. I feel like having to ask is such an ick. It is. No. You mean ask me? No, that's not an ick. And they aren't random women. They are like girls he knows. Yeah, no, I thought you was, I was like, oh my God, no. No. Oh, having to ask him. I don't necessarily know that it's a bad thing if you talk to him about how you feel about it. And it also, you said headed to the bayou. You headed to the bayou down there. What said he said it is. I don't know unless it's something that they did before, whether or not that is something to be alarmed about. I don't know. It's too much that's missing. All day, every day is a bit much for me. I'd leave. Not many are ready to be good men. Yeah, okay, Cake. I see you. I see you. It's the first time. But you said women. Like, would he go down the road for one woman, or did he do that for several women for the first time? Are you living together? I've learned it's important to have those tough conversations. It is. Hey, Tracy, I see you, baby. How you doing? Okay, Tracy is in the building today during the daytime. All right, now. I see you. I see you. Hey, baby. I'm so happy to see you here in the daytime, right? Laugh out loud. It could be me because I'm mad. It could be. And so, and that's why you gotta, like, do y'all live together? Like, are you on your way to getting married? Is that your fiance? It's a lot of variables. It's too much. I can't be as definitive, but I wouldn't be alarmed by, like a man looking at women's photos. I think that's what men do. And maybe because I'm old and I say that, like maybe it's because I'm older and I don't get as alarmed as about stuff like that. When you're younger, you kind of be like, oh, I don't want you looking at these little heifers, and you do all of that. Men like beautiful women. Yeah, men do. They really do. Like, if she's beautiful, he gonna look at her whether it's somebody he know or he don't know. Like, you may not know. I want to know how you know. Like, if he doing that on social media, do you, like, shadow his page and you see everything the comments. I don't okay, unless his phone is open and you can look in his phone and that's all he's doing, he ain't doing nothing else that you're alarmed about. I don't know, it's too many variables. You're wise, laugh out loud. That's why men like beautiful. Yeah, because I like a good looking man. I'd be like, doggone, he fine. Girl, it be some fine men out here in these streets. I'd be like, I was walking through the mall about 2 months ago now. It's been at least 2 months, maybe three. Maybe it was kind of around the beginning of the summer, and I went to this little restaurant. I was on my way. I went to go pick up something. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna get me something to eat." And I'm walking through the mall. I was just like by myself because I be doing my thing dolo, and I'm walking. And this fine guy came out of nowhere. And he was like, hi, how are you, with this big giant smile? And I claimed right back. I said, hi, baby, how are you? And I had the little drama going on. And he smiled with this big old smile. I almost wanted to say, wait, where you going? But I didn't do all of that. I just kept walking. But listen to me, there is some fine, and I mean fine, them brothers out here. Like, for real. Like, no, real talk. Like, no. And they're kind, and they're gracious, and they're beautiful. And I'd be like, ow. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, if he want to talk to me, he saw the direction I was going in. Like, wait, I may not ever see her again. I need to get her phone number. I need to talk to her. But it wasn't that type of party because he kept on walking. You understand? When I tell you it's some fine brothers out here, right? Like, looking is fine, but liking what you are trying to say, sir. Right. Right. Looking is one thing, liking is another, and then commenting is a whole nother thing. Just saying. I just think it's disrespectful. Okay, Lavala asked him if he is seeing or interested in anyone else, and he said no. So, okay, you're what? Okay, are you okay? Is this a serious relationship or are you just like dating? Because I'm going to look. I'm just going to tell you I'm looking. If you're fine, he's just fine. You can't. I'm not going to act like I don't see fine. You're dating. Okay, you're just dating. You're in the information. This is good information that you're taking in now. You know what I'm saying? You said you're funny. Yeah, I try to be. I think I'm hilarious because I'm real. Yes, there's a difference. I don't want no man that thinks he's better looking than me. No. He wasn't. Listen, I don't think he thought that. He spoke to me like he was like, ow, I see you, man. I was like, ow, I see you, pa. Like it's all good, because I'm being silly. But I was like, why, hello? I was being silly. But, I wasn't being silly in the moment. I'm being silly now. Because I said to myself that inside I was going, Woo, look at you, God. Well, hallelujah. I was carrying on in my head, because I got jokes. Patty Cakes, Imani had the specific conversation with a potential just the other day. It went well. Says, we're dating 4 months. You are, girl. You can check me too. I could be tripping. No, I'm not saying you're tripping, but if you're dating, it's a fact-finding expedition. Let's just be clear about what dating is. See, we move dating. We keep moving the goalposts. If you're just dating, then you're on a fact-finding expedition. I'm not trying to be funny. You're seeing them. They're seeing you. You're not in their phone. They're not in your phone. All you're trying to do is find out if they're a good quality person for you. Right? So in the dating phase, you might want to say, wow, you really, like you said, are you interested in seeing other people? But okay, I'm going to behave. I'm not going to be silly right now. But I probably wouldn't have asked that question either. Because all you're doing is observing. Are we giving our cookies away too soon? And that's why yep. Because we don't know how to date. Because we don't know how to date. We be all emotionally involved and we don't know how to date. And I really mean that. And that's the horror of it all. Because then we catch feelings. We're meant to catch feelings. But we just do too much too soon. And that's the tragedy of it all. It's like, when did this happen? You've been out on 2 dates, and I'm not saying the dates matter. It's the quality of the time but what's going on here? And now he got a whole drawer in your house. And I'm not saying that hasn't happened, because it hasn't. People have been married for 30 years. But generally speaking, it doesn't happen that way. Like, dating is the fact-finding expedition. That's what it is. And we just do too much. And we're just doing too much. We should not be. I know people grown, they're going to do whatever they want to do. But we should not be doing all of that while we're dating. There is not even a commitment. They ain't said they want nothing to do. They just like, no, I'm good. And people will take what you give them. We're like, well, it's a natural progression. That's what men say. It's a natural progression. I was like, for who? For that hole over there, it's a natural progression. Y'all forget my mouth, but I mean that. Yeah, because dating is different. Dating is not your husband. Dating is just learning about a person. That's it. That's why I advise men to go on their first date to see if they really like the woman. Go out and get some coffee and just have a conversation with her. See if she's wise. See what she says. Does she have a negative mindset? Is she believing the worst? Hey, D Deluxe, I see you, baby. How are you, my love? Is she believing the worst? Is she positive? You know, I'm saying this. Thank you, baby. I see you. I'm saying this, but you need to be checking his mindset too. You should want to go out for a cup of coffee with no distractions, so you can get past all of the shenanigans that make you feel like they somebody else because of where they took you, and you're oohed and awed about the place that you were going to. Oh, this restaurant was so nice. Oh, we pulled up, the valet took the car and all this other stuff. Then now you off kilter, you a little off balance. Now you're enamored by the restaurant. Don't do that. Go out and get a cup of coffee. Just go get a cup of coffee and eat a Danish. No harm, no foul. Like, hey, what's up? Wear a pair of jeans, cute. Wear a nice little top, cute. Do your thing, look cute. I'm talking to the ladies. Look good. But go and have a real conversation and see if they can even hold a conversation with you. There's this book I want to tell y'all about. It's called, oh God, it went out of my head just that quick. It's going to come back to me. Oh, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I want y'all to read that book. Y'all have to read it. Maybe y'all can find the Cliff Notes. I don't know. It's a really, really, really good book. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because what I don't tell people a lot of business, a lot of my things when I'm out with people. If you don't ask, I'm not volunteering. You got to be interested in me enough to want to ask. Now, I'm not hiding anything if you open me up by asking questions. Oh, and how did you feel? And then I see that you create a space for us to be able to have an authentic conversation. That's wonderful. But if you don't, I see that you really do not care as much as you seem to say that because you ain't even listening and you're not curious about anything about me. And if you're not curious about me, then I'm not for you. Because a man who's curious, he's going to be asking questions. That's how you can eliminate some of the shenanigans anyway. Usually How to Win Friends and Influence People is straight to the point. It's just teaching you how to engage people to talk about themselves. That's it. Show interest in other people by allowing them to have the floor and to talk about themselves. And after they've exhausted talking about themselves, they will then turn around and say, well, what about you? So when you do that and you begin to ask questions and you open up to say, what was the last book you read? Oh, I read this, that, and that. Oh, really? I read that too. Now you're over coffee and you're getting an idea of how a person thinks. This is for men and women. You're getting to see if they really sit in truth, if they really understand and they have good comprehension by the last book that they read because you read it too. And I'm saying that as if they read it, but you get what I'm saying. There is a way. Hey, Case, I see you. There is a way. What's the name of the, oh, How to Win Friends and Influence People? It's How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Right? But you also get to see, and you get to see if they know how to communicate, if they know how to have a good conversation. And you'll be able to see, like, if they have the gift, the gab, or if they are sincere, even in their responses and their answers. You know, I don't know if any of you read The Water Dancer by, oh God, why can't I think of his name? Excellent book by The Water Dancer. Oh, I'd have to look for it. What is his name? Why is it escaping me? Anyway, it's not a book about like Dale Carnegie. It's just a regular book, and it's deep, and it goes back to racism, slavery, different things like that. What is his name? And I love him. I got a couple of his books. I just can't. His name is escaping me. Anywho, it's The Water Dancer, right? The reason why, and it's such an interesting conversation piece. So if you meet somebody who's a reader and you like to read and y'all start talking, and now you're having a conversation, you get to see how they process information. Because what you want in your life is you want somebody, male or female, who has leadership abilities. The woman doesn't have to be the leader, but she can speak to the leader in you when she knows how to lead as well, right? So both ways, if you begin to understand, right? Is it wrong? Is it wrong to go through his phone if you suspect cheating? Ta-Nehisi Coates. Yeah, there you go. That's my main man, 50 Grand. I love his writing. Oh my God. Ta-Nehisi Coates. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Y'all got it. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all so dope. Y'all are so dope. No, I'm declining. But y'all see what I'm saying? I haven't read the book, but I looked it up on. Yes, the book is amazing. The book is amazing. And I don't mean that it wasn't sometimes the different parts in there were not grueling at times. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying, and I want you to wrap your head around, is the conversation that you can have with someone who's in alignment with you. And you'll know right away just by having a conversation. It doesn't have to be books. You can be talking about acrylic or oil paints, whatever your interest are. My point is, you don't have to dress it up. You could just go and get a cup of coffee and it'll be an amazing, and then maybe go for a walk, right? But, get a cup of coffee, go for a walk, and if everything is going amazing, let's go to the movies or something, right? Or I want to see you tomorrow. Yeah, you get dressed, get ready. I'm gonna meet you at the restaurant 8:00 because maybe you don't want them to know where you live at yet. We gonna do a movie. I'm gonna buy the tickets right now. I'm feeling you, and y'all feeling each other. Thank you for the October, Mrs. V. I appreciate you, baby. Hey, Chef Keish, I see you, sweetie, coming up in here. I see you, Chef Keish. But y'all get what I'm saying? Yeah. It doesn't, like, we do too much. Thank you, Chef Keish, for the daily heart meal. Thank you, baby. We do too much. And that's the truth. Hi, Sean. How are you? How you doing? Tanya, you still here, my baby? I didn't know you was here. You haven't said anything in the comments. You must be busy. But y'all see what I'm saying? Let people show you how important you are to them. It should be a mutual attraction. You're just as a, hey, Vivette, I see you, baby. You should be just as attracted to them as they are to you. And if you're not, but they're good and they treat you right, there needs to be some attraction. But we'll figure out about all that love stuff later based on how you treat me. That's me. Y'all pray for me because that's me. Yeah. So y'all get what I'm saying? Anybody have any questions? I know I'm doing this wrong. Oh, yeah. I know I'm doing this wrong. Okay. Somebody told me how to look at my league, and so I'm trying to learn how to do it. I feel like I missed a good session. You did. You did. You did, Chef Keish. You did. Yes. Chef Keish, when do you go live? I don't know what that means in Spanish. Me no habla español, poquito español. That's very tiny, and I don't even know what that means. So you know I'm jacked up. So pray for me. I'm League 2. Yes. Yes. Oh, you go at 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh. Is that EST? Is that English? English. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. You gonna check back. I'll find out. Yes, breakfast and oh. Okay, I'm gonna try to get on with. I'm gonna try to find you in the morning when I get on because I usually have to do the prayer call at 7:30. I'm gonna try to find you. I'm gonna try to find you in the morning. I usually don't get on any social media or touch my phone before I go on the prayer line, but I want to see you. I want to see you laugh out loud. It means what you're doing in Spanish. Oh, okay. Cause I was like, what? Listen, y'all. Y'all are so dope and amazing. This has been incredible. It really, really has been. I did not get through half the stuff that I wanted to cover today. But I'm going to be back on tonight at 8:30. So it's going all the way down. Oh, Friday I am having a battle. And it's not with my agency. It's an outside agency. And I'm waiting to get like the thing. But I'm having a battle at 9 o'clock on Friday. I need y'all to support me at 9 p.m. EST. If y'all can on Friday, can y'all support me in the battle? Because I'm going to need help. And so... yes, I don't know who they pairing me with, but it's going to be a similar situation. Somebody, I guess, who's kind of in my category, and it's from a different agency, so I don't know. So I'm going to need y'all to come through on Friday. And I know y'all already love me. I know y'all do. Like, there is no doubt. But I'm just saying. Like, I'm gonna need some help. So I'm gonna do a whole video. I'm gonna do a little flyer. I'm battling on Friday. I'm gonna post it to my stories every day. Because today is Tuesday and I'm gonna need help by Friday. I'm telling you right now. Listen, y'all are so amazing. I appreciate y'all. So you said I will be at the... ooh, not the... where at, Chef Keish? Where at? I want to go. Oh my God, not Fantasia and Anthony Hamilton. Are you serious? Where, Chef Keish? See, Chef Keish, you showing out. You coming up in here talking about Anthony Hamilton and Fantasia, like my favorite girl, Fantasia. Like, I love her. That's a good, it is a good, you enjoy. I don't even want to do, I just want to come to Georgia and be at the concert. I want to be where you are. Are you kidding me? Oh God, I should call my kids. Be like, but I can't even fly down there. They with all of this crazy stuff with this government shutdown, so I ain't even gonna try that. Air traffic control. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I have to catch them on the next trip. But listen, Chef Keish, I promise I will call my kids like, can y'all get me a ticket to the Fantasia? And yeah, I would. I'm like, that's what I want for my birthday. I promise you, I fly down there. My sister is down there. My sister-in-law is down there. My family's down there. I can come to Georgia, like, for real. Oh, my God. Yes. I think my sis is on here. I don't know if she's still on here, but she was. She lived right in Georgia in ATL. Starts at 8. Well, I would be there. No, I want to be where you are. I want to go with you, Chef King. If I could fly to to Georgia, I might be trying to do that. Oh, you still are here, sis? Yeah. Please, I got a place to stay and everything. I'll be right there looking at Fantasia and Anthony Hamilton. I was like, sorry, I can't do the I can't do it. Yes, at the State Farm Arena. Yes, yes. She actually has an Airbnb right down there that she rents out when people come into town. I wouldn't be staying at the Airbnb. I would be staying with her, but still, yeah. Right. Listen, see, Chef Keish, you done started some mess. You done started some mess. Listen, I love y'all. I got to get ready to go. I got so much stuff to do, and I got to get back on here tonight at 8:30. Y'all have an awesome... I know you got me jacked up, Chef Keish. You play too much, but I love you, though. But I love you. Thank you for the October gift. Thank you. Chef Keish, look. Thank you. Chef Keish, you so dope, baby. Thank you. Oh gosh, my thing is filled. Thank you, Chef Keish. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Chef Keish. Now that I'm over here salivating about going over there, she's like, let me be nice to her because I ain't going to be here on Friday. Oh my God. Listen, I would love to be in Georgia. Fantasia, y'all play too much. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank y'all for loving on me. Oh, you clocking out in 15 minutes, Pring? Because today is Pring's birthday, y'all. Today is Pring's birthday. Hallelujah. So, Pring, yes, happy birthday to you again, my love. Happy birthday to you again. I'm going to see you. You going to see me tonight? Okay, you're not doing anything for your birthday. Pring, you're not doing nothing for your birthday? Okay, well, happy birthday, Pring. Happy birthday. Y'all all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. And I will see y'all tonight at 8:30. I love y'all like I love me some fried chicken and some collard greens with some baked macaroni and cheese. And I will see y'all tonight. Y'all be blessed. Mm-hmm.